Alright, so here's part of the Aaron Horrocks collection. Here's all my mess kits that I have remaining in 2 boxes. Anything that has not been stolen or unlawfully sold by a certain individual. I believe I have one more World War II mess kit with dated silverware in my World War II kit, which I cannot find. But this is my daily carry mess kit, dated 1982, same year my sister was born, so I kind of keep that in my truck. And here's what your typical US military silverware looks like. The World War I, World War II, obviously different. So this is like Vietnam era to through 80s. And you get like your bowl part, and you get like your plate part. Oh, and supposedly these are for putting in the dishwasher and dipping, but it also makes for a really impromptu handy bottle opener. So there's a hole on every single part, has a way to hold it and dip it and wash it. This one, WWI, does not have a date on it. I'm expecting this to be probably 60s dated because of the condition it's in, probably the latest 80s. So this is my earliest World War I mess kit. Obviously it's a little bit different. It's kind of got more of a bowl and a plate kind of deal going on. The loop's off to the side with a rivet. And this one is dated 1918. Of course, earlier dated stuff like 1914, 1915 is worth a lot more, but that's probably been destroyed in war, and it's a lot more valuable for not only for collecting, but also for reenacting to get earlier dated stuff. But of course, you'd be paying an absolute premium for anything like that. So the plate component is very shallow. You can see that. Then the bowl component. Just look at all those scrapes. The food they must have been eating might have been pretty tough. Trying to get that in the light. And this one's been engraved AWC. It's got a stamp 147 D38 FV. It looks like it might be an A upside down. And the arm on the World War I canteens are way heavier, and the bracket's heavier too, just in the manufacturing. And it still snaps, so that's pretty nice. Next up, LEYSE 1943. Same company, LEYSE 1944. You can tell it's World War II because the little handle here has got a lot of oxidation, and you're going to see that on anything from the 1940s. And the bracket is obviously different from the World War I. Still in great shape. And here's an odd one I found. EA Company, 1959. Usually don't find these dated in the 50s. Usually the World War II or Vietnam era. Overall, great shape. Here's a Trico, 1965. This one's a little bit cleaner. Carrollton Manufacturing Company, 1965. It's almost like it's unissued other than this one dent here. And sometimes these get, obviously there's a little bit of an overlap there. They get a little warped, they get dented. what I've encountered, the most common is Regal, dated 1966. I got several of these. This one, there's a slight dent there, but other than that, this one's super cherry. Another Regal 1966. It's dented a little bit heavier. Another Regal 1966. Some pretty heavy denting. Another Regal 1966. That one's been hit pretty hard. And then I was really lucky to find one of these, Regal 1967. So I had to buy that. I didn't have a 67, so I got that one. And that looks like it's it for my my mess kit collection, unless I find the straggler in another box or in some gear or in a pack ready for a reenactment.